Good morning. I wanted to come on and talk about the Spring Equinox, happy equinox, and new moon tomorrow. And Chris from A Connected Spark and I are hosting the Elemental Roundtable tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you'd like to join us, let me know. Send me your email. And it's interesting because when I was looking at the Sabian symbols for the spring equinox, which I looked at the sun symbol for the equinox, and then for the new moon, we've actually had Jupiter move through these degrees on the winter solstice. So it's pretty cool when you have transits like this that sort of create like a pocket. I feel like it's kind of showing us a lesson. And the degrees are the last degree of Pisces, the great stone face. We become whatever we idealize. And the first degree of Aries, a woman rises out of the water. A seal rises and embraces her. We become the essence seed of our soul's incarnation. So I love the order of that. We become whatever we idealize. We become the essence seed of our soul's incarnation. So it's sort of like showing you how in Pisces season, we're swimming around in this soup of like everything. And you can really connect with other people's energy. And it gives you this opportunity to sort of see other people as mirrors, which we always have that, but it felt, a little extra this Pisces season. Like, wow, I see how this person acts, and I recognize that I do that as well. And then when you come out of Pisces and into Aries, Aries is I am. So you're coming out of that ocean and you're rising out of it as your own individual, unique spark. Like, we have the big source energy that fragmented into all these unique divine sparks, which are us. And we're always sort of trying to find the balance between individuating, being our own unique selves, and also staying connected to the oneness. And that's what creates growth. That's what creates motion and evolution in this physical experience. So I feel like we have an opportunity, and I know I say this all the time, but it's one of those truths that we have the opportunity to wake up every day and decide to be like our purest essence. And that's going to be a little bit different every day as we learn from the experiences that we have. But like something I've been reflecting on is like, what is my true essence? And I think that sometimes we can want our truest essence to be all love and light. And, that's just not how it is. Like, yes, we all came from love, but we fragmented and we carry all kinds of energies. And I've also been reflecting on like what that means when I look at my masculine energy versus my feminine energy. And sometimes I'll want to lean more into one than the other. So it feels like Pisces season was giving us this chance, and even from the winter solstice up to Pisces season, it was really giving us this chance to look at all the parts of us and really find the balance between the masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark, and just sort of embracing it all. And I feel like the more that we actually can see ourselves and embrace who we are and just be that, embody that, the greater impact we'll have in our own life and with those around us. I just like see this divine spark within somebody, and it just like igniting this fire of inspiration. And sometimes that can feel a little bit scary, because there's so many parts of us that society has taught us to suppress or to hide or to, just not to express. But it feels like it's time to really step up and express every part. And it feels like the ones that can be the scariest have the most power. So I wanted to see if there was anything else that I had written about before that I wanted to share, and if not, I want to pull some cards today. Yeah, I think that's kind of what. Oh, this is like a really powerful time to manifest as well, because the equinox always is, but then having the new moon so close to the equinox, and then when we have Pluto moving into Aquarius, that's actually happening on the same day as a Venus gate, which is another really powerful day. And I'll get into that probably later this week, because that's a whole other can of worms that I'm excited to talk about. But it's a really powerful time to manifest, and it feels like we really need to lean into self-love and our worth to really manifest what it is we need to live out our truest expression. So, I sometimes when I hear like all the manifesting stuff, I'm like, it feels kind of materialistic. And so I don't always like jive with all of it. But the other day I was just thinking, like, I was visualizing what it is that I want to do. Like, for example, I want to host retreats at my property. What is it that I would like to do to make that happen? Like, how do I visualize that being the best experience it could possibly be? And a part of that is like beautifying this property. And beautifying this property requires money, So the way that I like to think about this manifesting is just like, okay, rather than focusing on the money aspect, I really like to focus on what is it that I'm visualizing myself having the greatest impact while I'm doing, and then what do I need to make that happen? Like, that just helped me get really clear. So I hope sharing that is helpful for some of you out there. And if we all can manifest what it is we need to really put our dreams into motion, I mean, just imagine the impact that can have collectively too, and if we can just stop hiding, so anyway, I'll stop rambling. I'm gonna pull some cards. And it's interesting, still just being in this Pisces moon, like we're slowly letting go of the Pisces energy as we enter Aries today. Here we go again as I talk about it. Inner peace. So my friend and I were talking about this yesterday. It feels like it's really good just to get really still today and go visualize in that space. I was just talking about like what makes you feel peaceful, what is going to bring you so much joy, what is it that you feel you have to share or you want in your life. And we still have, like with this Pisces moon, we still have this little bit of like dreamy energy that we can utilize to help bring things into fruition. And it feels like also it's just a time, now that we're coming into Aries season, it's like time to take action. But I think what we've been learning this winter is how much unseen support we have and how we don't have to control everything either. Like, we can really set that intention, let it go, take action, and allow the universe to help us, and, that one fell out. Fountain of youth. Age does not exist when you are timeless. This one reminds me of Christ consciousness, that little baby. And you see the masculine and the feminine energy coming together. And it just feels like this equinox is so much rebirth energy. It's like birth and rebirth. And perhaps we're starting to lean into how we can do that over and over and over. The other thing I've been noticing this Pisces season is how, as the veils sort of thin and as our consciousness expands, we start connecting to different points in time. And we start to see more and more how time is not necessarily linear. And we connect to these different epochs of like Atlantis and Lemuria and maybe even our galactic timelines. And it's helping us sort of see the patterns of the past and let them go. Heal them, let them go, and move forward with something new. And also, when I think of timelessness, I think of the now moment. And the now moment is really the only thing that ever exists. So whenever we're present, that's the best creative energy, is when you're just in the now. You're not thinking about the past. You're not thinking about the future. You're literally just creating, or just being even. You don't have to be creating all the time, but that is such a beautiful card. And I feel this like Venusian energy. It just feels very galactic as well. That reminds me, I meant to bring my starseed deck over here. Maybe I'll grab it. I'm going to grab it really quick. Because I have been feeling starseed galactic energy big time. And with Pluto moving into Aquarius, like that's going to be, we're really going to start seeing that more mainstream. A lot more like alien talk, narratives, whatever you want to call them. Ooh. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. This goes along with the same message of being our truest essence and not being afraid to be that, It's like you might alarm someone, but sometimes when you trigger someone or you're doing something strange that's out of the ordinary, that plants a seed that makes somebody kind of think about things, or question the way that they're seeing things, The other thing it's going to do is it's going to kind of sift through the bullshit. You're going to be sifting through relationships that aren't really serving you and attracting the ones that are, more in alignment with your frequency and your mission. Okay, I'm going to pull one more from my Tree Oracle deck, because I'm really feeling into this elemental energy. We're doing the round table tonight, and I just think it's so important to stay grounded and connected with nature right now with all of the changes on the horizon. Ooh, that's a beautiful card. Larch. There's like kind of a lot of reflections in here, but you can see these spirits playing in the background, and she's like got her eye on that divine spark. I'm gonna have to read this one. 17. The larch is an extraordinary being. It combines great strength with magical grace and beauty. Larch brings light like a star fallen from heaven. Its gift to you is spiritual clarity, inspiration, and harmony with the laws of nature. Fairies, charming elfin beings that are well disposed towards humans and animals, were often glimpsed beneath the larch in the mountains, its natural habitat. Dressed from head to toe in silver and white, they would dance under the ancient trees and mountains, singing sweetly all the while. For whoever met them For whoever met them, it was an unforgettable experience. Large tells you about unexpected help coming your way. Your newfound resonance develops your natural respect, and your kindness draws other beings and powers to assist you on your path. Your eyes will sparkle when you meet them. If we abuse the larch and continue to allow it to be felled for skepists or herded together to grow in vast monocultures, disgrace and stupidity will follow. Wow. Ignorance and instability eventually lead to serious depression and feelings of emptiness inside. And there's like a little poem here. Your star has risen and will not leave you. Luck and inspiration, strength and perseverance. Be ready and open yourself to the rhythm of the seasons, the earth who holds you, and the light of the heavens. Oh, I love that so much. Gosh, that's such a good message to go along with what we're doing tonight. And I really love the star, the fallen star. This is reminding me of that galactic feeling as well. It's sort of realizing that we all come from the same stuff. Like, we all come from the stardust. And again, there's that energy of just like being who you are and not being afraid. That was something else I kind of want to touch on, is that it feels like just through this old paradigm that we're coming out of, there's been so much like shame around being certain ways, and so that's a part of what we're letting go of and healing. And I just keep getting the messages like, let go, let go, let go, like let go of that hurt. I think about like people, are always like saying the patriarchy this, the patriarchy that, like blaming everything on the patriarchy. And although like, really awful things went down, it's time to look within and like heal those things and forgive and move forward. Because if we can't move forward with that healed masculine or feminine side, like we're not going to be in balance. That's the laws of nature as well. So we need to try to find that balance as much as we can to create in a way that doesn't harm others and doesn't harm nature as well. So I hope you guys have a beautiful spring equinox, and I will talk to you soon about Pluto and Aquarius. All right, bye.